Hello and welcome. Today, we're diving into something really important, building real functional strength after you hit 60. But to do that, we first need to poke a little hole in a piece of advice you've probably heard a million times. So let's just ask it straight up. Is a daily walk really all you need to stay strong, steady, and confident? We've all been told it is, right? But the honest truth is, for a lot of us, it might not be cutting it anymore. Okay, let's break this down. Walking is fantastic. It absolutely keeps you moving, and that is huge. But, and this is a big but, it has its limits. It just doesn't strengthen those deep stabilizing muscles that act like a brace for our knees. It doesn't really retrain our nervous system to react super fast to prevent a stumble. And it doesn't do much to rebuild that critical brain-to-muscle connection that can, get a little fuzzy over time. And hey, let's be real for a second. Depending on where you live and what time of year it is, the great outdoors can feel more like a danger zone. You know what I'm talking about. Icy sidewalks, a slick driveway, or even just a sudden gust of wind can turn a simple, healthy walk into a genuine risk. So what do you do? What's the answer when moving your body is essential, but heading outside just isn't a safe bet? Well, the solution is actually beautifully simple and maybe a little counterintuitive. You sit down and you start moving smarter. And here's why this works so well. A seated solution is, first off, way safer. It's also more effective because you can target specific muscles without cheating. Plus, you don't need a single piece of equipment. These moves are designed to do exactly what walking can't, to reignite your coordination, to really build up those knee-protecting muscles, and to boost your balance and circulation, all from the comfort of a chair. So you ready? Let's count down the top 5. Kicking off our countdown at number 5, we have heel and toe lifts. Now this one might seem almost too simple, but trust me, it's the perfect way to wake up your lower legs. I want you to think of this little movement as firing up a second heart down in your legs. See, every single lift contracts your calf and shin muscles, and that action literally pumps old blood back up towards your heart. This is incredible for circulation, it helps reduce that heavy, swollen feeling, and it strengthens the exact muscles you need to lift your feet properly so you don't trip. So here's all you have to do. Sit up nice and tall right at the edge of your chair with your feet flat on the floor. First, lift both of your heels way up, keeping your toes planted. Feel that little squeeze in your calves? Good. Hold it. Now slowly lower them back down and then lift your toes up, keeping your heels on the ground. Just alternate back and forth for about 10 to 20 reps. It's all about slow, controlled movement. All right, let's move on to number 4, the inner thigh squeeze. With this one, we're going to wake up a muscle group that honestly most of us have completely forgotten exists, but it's so important for our stability. You see, strengthening your inner thighs isn't just about protecting your knees. These muscles are like a direct line to your pelvic floor and your deep core. So when your inner thighs are stronger, you have better support for your spine, for your hips, and even for bladder control. It really is all connected. And you're not going to believe how easy this is. Just sit tall, grab a pillow or even a rolled up towel, and stick it between your knees. Now gently squeeze that pillow. Just focus on feeling those inner thigh muscles fire up. Hold that squeeze for about 3 to 5 seconds. And then, this is important, release slowly. Don't just let it go. Aim for about 8 to 12 of those. Coming in at number 3 is the seated side step. Now this move is all about training for real life. It's about preparing your body for the kinds of movements you actually make every single day. What this does is target a super important hip muscle called the gluteus medius. You can think of it as the unsung hero of your balance. Anytime you step to the side or get out of the car or just have to catch yourself, that's the muscle that keeps you stable and upright. Walking is all forward motion. It never, ever touches this vital side-to-side stability. To do it, just sit tall with your feet flat on the floor. Now, without leaning your body at all, simply slide your right foot out to the side, pause for just a second, and then use that same control to slide it back to the center. Then do the other leg. Just alternate for 10 to 20 total reps. And remember, the real secret is keeping your upper body rock solid. No leaning. All right, we've made it to number 2, the isometric press down. Now, what if I told you that one of the absolute best ways to strengthen your legs involves no movement at all? Sounds crazy, right? Well, that's what we mean by isometric. It's just a muscle contraction without any actual movement. Think of it as a silent strength move. When you do this, you're not just working one muscle. You are waking up an entire chain of support, all the way from your feet, up through your legs, into your hips and core. It's like flipping on a switch for your body's stability system. And here's just how simple it is. Sit tall, feet flat on the floor. Now, gently press your heels down into the floor, almost like you're trying to push the floor away from you. You'll feel everything just light up. Hold that press for 3 to 5 seconds and then gently release. And here's a little pro tip for you. Try it with your eyes closed. It really helps you focus and feel that activation through your entire body. So before we get to our number one move, I want you to think about this. A lot of the time, what's really holding us back isn't just physical weakness. It's hesitation. It's that tiny little pause before you stand up, or that flicker of doubt you feel before taking a step. It's like a breakdown of trust between your brain and your body. And that brings us to our number one move, the seated leg kick. And this is so much more than a physical exercise. This is how you start to rebuild that trust. See, every single time you slowly and deliberately extend your leg, you're sending a powerful, clear message from your brain straight to your knee joint. You're basically telling it, hey, I'm in control here, we are safe to move. It's a true neurological reawakening, and it retrains your confidence right along with your strength. Okay, let's do this one. Sit up tall, pull your core in just a little. Now, slowly, and I really mean slowly, extend your right leg out, straightening your knee as much as feels comfortable for you. Hold it right there for 3 to 5 seconds. Then, lower it back down with that exact same control. This is all about smooth, deliberate motion, no swinging or fast kicking. I want to leave you with this idea. I want it to really sink in. You are not just aging. With smart, intentional movement like this, you are evolving. You're consciously choosing to support the amazing body that has carried you this far. You're choosing strength and intention over just going on autopilot. Now, of course, it's really important to remember that all of this is for educational purposes. You should always check in with your doctor or a physical therapist before you start any new exercise routine, just to make sure it's the right and safe choice for you. The most important thing is to always listen to your body. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. As you try these simple moves, which one of them surprised you? Which one woke up a muscle you haven't felt in a while? Which one of these moves made you feel powerful again? Because that feeling, that's where all the real change begins.